Evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. We have a couple of worthy Hall of Fames today in this video. In fact, we have two Hall of Fame battles, and they are in tanks that you would not expect them to get this amount of damage. And we're going to start up in the M41 Bulldog, and we are watching Emil from the Hella clan. So the Bulldog, there's quite a few Bulldogs out there, and this is pretty much the original tier 7 Bulldog. Of course, you have things like the T49, which is a Bulldog with a massive gun. You have things like the German Bulldog in tier 8. But yeah, this is the original, and it is an amazing tank. It has no armor, just like all the other Bulldogs, but what it does have is damage per minute. It has a lot of damage per minute, and it's the reload is very short, 3.6 seconds reload, but it only does around 150-160 damage per shot. So to get the damage, you have to really shoot that gun, and you have to shoot it a lot. Now this guy has non-stop shot his his load. He's just constantly shooting, and it's gonna pay. He's gonna pay for it. He's gonna get the reward at the end. Now he manages to get the bounce there from the Chiri, and you can see he's always trying to hide, but as soon as he's got his the gun reloaded, he's always trying to take out that shot. So 2000 damage at the moment. He's going to get a nice shot there into the VK. The VK gets stuck trying to hide, and he gets gone for his second kill, and it now is a 5 versus 3. But the 5 on his team, a few of them are low hit points. As you can see, the Comet very low, about to die. The VK there, the 87, and of course the Dicker Max. He's the only one with the hit points. Now, he's still full hit points, but of course, being in a tank like the Bulldog, your hit points can just vanish because anyone can just HE you anywhere on your tank. And the last tanks remaining, I mean, he's up against a full hit point Tiger, he's up against a full hit point KV3, and of course the Dicker Max over there that is very low hit points, but he's doing the dirty, he's doing the damage, and he's causing problems. Now he can either go for the Dicker Max or he can go for the cap. Now the Tiger is capping, and he's on 70 cap points, so he has to bear that in mind. It is now a 2 versus 3, and he does reset that cap, but he does lose a little bit of hit points. Now what do you do in this situation? You're a 1 versus 3, you've got a Tiger sitting on cap, and you've got a KV3 now chasing you down. Does he run away and try to go for the Dicker Max, who is lower hit points, or do you stay and try to fight? Now he's going to stay, and he's going to fight this KV3. Not quite sure what this Tiger is doing. If the Tiger would just get the hell out of the cap, it would be a different situation. But just look at this crazy DPM. Yes, he's lost half of his hit points. He is now a one-shot. He is just battering, bullying this KV3, but here comes the Dicker Max. So he could potentially take a shot from the Dicker Max, and he doesn't need to. The Dicker Max completely fluffs his shot. He does manage to clear the KV3 to bring it down to a 1 versus 2, and look what's just happened. The Tiger now gets out of cap. He could have got out of cap 2 minutes ago. For Christ's sake, what is this guy doing? So the Tiger's just sitting there. Now, again, he's going to rush for the Tiger. No, he's not. He's making you think he was going to rush for the Tiger, but now he's going to try and go for that Dicker Max. 4.4k damage done at the moment, and he catches the Dicker Max off guard. There's one shot. There's 2 shots. Gets him gone, but he does take a nasty shot from that Tiger. Nice shot there in return, though. So 5,000 damage at the moment, but he is now a one-shot. What he needs to do now is, again, he needs to catch this Tiger off guard and get circling him. But the Tiger 1 is not the easiest tanks to circle, but what he does have is time, speed, and DPM, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to use the mobility of the tank. Now he is going all around the outside. Literally, he's going to go right by the red line. He does not want to get spotted trying to get into position. Now, he can wait for the tiger to try and maybe go back to cat, but he doesn't need to. He's far enough away, but he does still manage to spot the tiger. Gets a nice shot there, and I don't even think, yep, he does get spotted, sorry, which is a shame. But he's still got to, again, what is the tiger's not even looking. It's just like, yeah, you know, I know where he is, but I'm not even going to look this way. So if he can get a couple more shots, just one more shot, then he's going to bring him down to a sort of a 2-shot. But now the time it has started to run out. He's got less than 2 minutes, and he needs to reset the cap. He has to reset the cap now for it to be a minimum a draw. But again, I love his positioning. This is the light tank work. He's spotting the tank early on, and he's getting the shots off. But again, what the hell is this tiger doing? Watching this, you would actually think this is newbie matchmaking, but it's not. This is actually, this is actually in Blitz Stars, where you to enter in Blitz Stars, you need a minimum of 5,500 battles. But yeah, just like the KV has said here, dear Lord, this tiger just end him. Just end him. Okay, says the bulldog, let's do it. I've had enough of playing with my food, and we can take the win. But nevertheless, a fantastic game. Just made it a little bit easier with that tiger not performing as he should. But 5,800 damage done in a tier 7 light tank that has very low alpha. Absolutely brilliant game there. Absolutely amazing. Look at that carry from him. Not even one person on his team does over 1,000 damage, and there he's sitting on almost 6,000 damage in an M41 bulldog. Absolutely amazing. And we have another game, absolutely incredible and very high damage, and yeah, it's in the Emil 1951. This time we are watching Nabby Is My Wife. Nabby, Fort Despair. Now this tank is not bad. The 1951, the Emil 1951, it is good, but it's difficult to get damage, of course, because of the DPM is quite low, and when you're on that reload, you can struggle. It does have a nice turret. Not bad armor, but you know, you can't really rely on that armor, and if you get pushed while you're on a reload, you can just get absolutely obliterated. So he's pushing the middle here. You can see all the enemy team, all the light tanks, all the medium tanks in this direction, and he's just going to wait for his team to get with him, and then he's going to try and get these shots across. But of course, this kind of position doesn't quite have the not the DPM. It doesn't quite have the gun depression to reach up over. So to get his gun over, he might expose himself and get shot, but he's going to wait for that opportunity, and now is his opportunity that all the other tanks have just moved away, so he can deal with just one tank, and that is the 047, and then he's going to back up. Now the T-54 lightweight knows he's on a reload, but because he's on a ridgeline, he can get those bounces, and that's actually a very difficult pen. So pretty decent play, and he has his team around. Now, no idea why that IS-3 went on his own, but he's dead. The T-54 lightweight is dead. There goes the Object 252 at you at least. And now we can try and focus on this lightweight. And I love the fact that he's trying the HE. One managed to pen, the other didn't. But he does set him on fire, and he does clear him for his first kill to now bring it down to a 5 versus 5. Now, he has to be careful to the left because the team are coming around. But his team are all behind him. There's the STG. Now, he has to move forward here. Yes, he might take a shot from these guys, but the T-49 here is isolated, and he's all on his own. So pushing this guy is an absolute must. Now, if he uses the HE, it will be easy to be able to deal with him. Not sure why this guy's still sitting here at all. I mean, he's literally on his own doing nothing. So yeah, not great play there for the T-49. So 2.6k damage, and it is now a 3 versus 4. And just look at those hit points. The Tiger 2, the VK are very high hit points, and his team are just all sitting around this side of the map, I mean, they are hiding, but there's not much they can do around this side of the map. So he's going to try and focus on this Tiger 2 here. You can see he's going to switch to the APCR, and when he switches to the APCR, he can actually pen the Tiger's front plate quite easily until he starts angling. But he gets the magazine off. makes every shot count, and now he's just going to hide behind this rock, and this rock's his best friend at the moment because no one is attacking him, and if someone attacked him whilst he's on a reload, there is really not too much that you can do about it. So 3.5k at the moment. Now what do you do here? The VK's pushing, the STG's pushing, and now he's going to get some side shots. Nice high roll there, 388 high roll, gets another shot. Can he ammo rack him? Come on, ammo rack him. Yes, he actually ammo racks him. What a nice shot there, ammo racking one of the highest hit point tanks in tier 8. So that pushes his damage all the way up to 5.4k damage, and it is now a 2 versus 3. At this point, yes, it's a 2 versus 3, but they're going to be looking at these hit points of these guys and think, right, okay, if I can track this tiger, then I can just literally outclip him. But unfortunately, the tiger does back up. Now, the 047 is also now a one shot. That was a nice shot. Very, very nice shot indeed. Now, the 53 TP is very, very low hit points, and at this point he's going to reload. He's still got 12 seconds left on his reload, and now he is on his own. He has to move. If these guys push him, then he's dead. Now, by the time he gets to these guys, he will have reloaded, and if he makes every shot count, he can kill 2 of these guys with 1 magazine. He cannot bounce. He has to make it he has to be very careful and aim his shots, and he does just that. So 6,600 damage done at the moment, but there is still one more tank left. He's on 5 kills. There's still a lot of hit points left. He's a one shot to this STG, and there's still over 1,000 hit points. Now, the STG is not the best tanks in the world. I, in fact, hate the tank. But when you get these shots off, I mean, he should not be winning this tank, this battle. The STG doesn't have any gun depression, and you see that he just backs up a little bit, and the shell goes right above him. Now, the STG can still reload and shoot this guy before our guy has reloaded his magazine, but you can see him trying to get close. You can see him trying to just back up so he can't use his gun depression. He gets the bounce, and he gets a beautiful shot and kills him. What a nice win that was. Absolutely amazing. And he ends on 7,600 damage. #1 Hall of Fame, and definitely worthy. That was a beautiful ammo rack there on the VK168, and definitely that helped with the win. If he wouldn't have got that ammo rack, this for sure would not have been a win. But nevertheless, a fantastic battle with a lovely amount of damage, almost 2,000 base XP as well. And you can see that just 23 shots fired and 23 shots penned. He made every single shot of his count, and that's what you need to do to get this kind of damage. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.